And now we're going to add in our rib knit, which is going to help with our posture correction. So the breath alone is important, but then the rib knitting helps reduce the rib thrust, which is the common rib cage compensation. So we practice our rib knit. Knit the ribs together towards each other. Just use the abdominals to do that. Pull the ribs together using the upper abdominals and the obliques. Use your abs to do that. You probably squeeze your glutes and your pelvic floor initially, and that's all right. Just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pull those ribs towards each other on the right and the left. Now relax it. Okay, so that's what the rib knit feels like, but we can't really get the rib knit unless we have mobility in our rib cage. So let's train the rib cage to have more mobility. Let's thrust our ribs up towards the sky, leaving the back of the rib cage off of the ground. So you create an arch in your mid back. To thrust upward, feel the ribs flare apart. This is the common compensation for the ribs, the rib flare, the rib thrust. Now slowly bring the ribs back down, scoop the chin, lift the head, and then the eye gaze looks between the knees. And then we start to lower the rib cage down towards the ground. The eye gaze looks between the knees, and then the ribs come back and it naturally goes into a rib knit. Then we bring our head down and then we thrust our rib cage up towards the sky, arching our mid back, and the ribs go upward and they flare apart. Feel those spinal muscles pushing up on the spine. And then we slowly lower the back of the rib cage back down, lift the head, bring the eye gaze between the knees and feel the rib cage going down towards the ground. The eye gaze between the knees. Then we slowly bring our head all the way back down, and that gives us it provides a priming of our rib cage so we can knit better.